What is up, beautiful people? As always, this podcast is sponsored by our friends at Auto Skin Detail. Folks, they have made it easier than ever to get your car or truck cleaned up. Check out the easy-to-use link to directly book any service right from your phone. Look into their calendar, see the different services, and choose what's good for you. Let's go.
Yo, I'm just happy to be here.
I challenge everybody that listens to this to get out of your shell and go do something new and fun.
Happy to be here.
Like they just slow motion.
Do you see Zach trying to pretend like he doesn't watch cake sitting videos?
Happy to be here.
There to exorcise the demons.
So your swan man is
Our Schwan delivery man that brought us bomb pops and chicken nuggets is there to perform an exorcism.
This needs to be made into a short
You
film.
couldn't make this shit up.
Yo, I'm just happy to be here.
Don't need to do an intro. Happy to be here. Love it. Life is good. I'm here with Nathan Vitale. Part 2, baby.
Part 2. We're back.
We're back.
And we're still happy to be here.
Yeah, and the studio's looking a little different. We got the round table, man. It's got that farm feel. I like it. It's got that like rustic. There's a moose on the wall.
Definitely.
That's what
the vibe.
That's what this
the
table
vibe.
tells me, dude. This table's been places, man. This is like a wheel in the Oregon Trail.
This is from a line, a reel that construction workers like use to like string wire, and so the guy who made this table, he's like a construction worker. They just throw these away, and he's just like, I'm gonna take this and make tables out of it, paint it,
Hustler.
and yeah, he bought this, and it worked out perfect for podcasting. Like it's perfect for podcasting.
So does this man have a name for his business? Does he have like
Oh gosh, his name's Jack. Oh man, I don't know what his last name is. I almost want to say it's Jack Black. It's not Jack Black.
You bought a table from Jack Black.
But his name's Jack. You can find it on Facebook Marketplace. They're still selling. They had a ton of them.
That's pretty cool, man. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to plug the table. Sometimes the table's just fire. You just like,
table.
hey, go on Facebook, look for these one of a kind tables. This is sick, dude. I think that's cool to repurpose it.
Definitely.
But okay, so one thing I want to ask you, just off top, where do you get the fucking energy to do what you do every day, dude?
Where do I get the energy?
Because man, you're just fucking doing everything, bro. Just even you're doing school and
I've had a lack of energy lately, honestly.
Really?
Like, morale's been kind of low, but I think where I get all my energy from is I just love what I do, and I'd rather be doing what I'm doing than literally anything else. So might as well.
So when
enjoy
you
it.
want to skate, it's like it doesn't matter if I'm tired. We're gonna like your
Oh, yeah.
want to get after it is stronger than any type of fatigue.
Definitely. Like I'll make the time and I'll make the energy, even if I don't have the energy, even if I'm just at my wit's end. Sometimes you just need that break. You need.
Yeah,
to
talk
get
to me
away
about
from
that,
other
man, because I
things,
know that
just
it's when you're juggling multiple things and relationships, school, skating, everything that comes with all that stuff. How do you like stay positive and shit like that and just like keep staying that mental, outside of like you love skating and stuff like that, but
I think a lot of it has to do with just like the people you surround yourself with. Like every person that I surround myself with encourages me to do my best, encourages me to go skate, encourages me to get my work done.
Dude,
all these things, like my girlfriend, my mom, my friends, they're all my biggest supporters, and they just help me. They bring me up. They're the best. Shout out to them. Shout out to my mom, Mary, Sebastian, Jody, Elijah, Alex, Austin,
dude,
Brian.
dude, one could be so blessed.
Like
That's awesome.
All the homies, like they are so great. And they literally make my life so awesome. So shout out to them. Yeah, it's just about the people you surround yourself with.
Dude, fuck
really.
yeah, and I'm sure you make their life awesome, and that's.
I try.
That's beautiful, man. It's sometimes one thing I found is that I'm just too hard on myself sometimes.
Me too.
because you just want to be better. You want to be, you know, always growing and like, you know, not making the same mistakes. And then if you make the same mistake, if I make the same mistake on something I already, you know, I just really get down. I'm like, man, come on. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, I'm tough on myself too, for sure.
and people tell me, man, they're just like, dude, you're doing great. It's, you know, and I agree. Having those people in our lives that are just like, can kind of just be like, no, it's good. You're doing good. You're doing great. Like, okay. And like encourage you, like you're saying, because, you know, you got the bad influence friends, you know, especially when I was younger and stuff like that. It was just like that. We're like, fuck that, man. Just like, you know, let's get da-da-da-da. And like those good friends are like, yeah, man, fuck yeah. Finish that. Like get that degree. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, try that trick again.
Definitely.
Yeah. Let's go.
Definitely got some good friends out there that keep pushing me. So fucking, like I said, shout out to them.
Yeah, man. And keep your friends close, dude, because it's crazy how when life progresses, like friends just kind of drift apart sometimes, dude. People
Definitely.
move and they get married and they have kids and shit happens, right?
Or you just lose touch.
Or you
stop
just lose
talking.
touch. So many friends, dude. I hope some of you are listening to this now. Okay. Some of those lost friends, man, that used to be fucking cool as shit, but I just never talked to them again because they fucking, you know, all the way from when you were a kid, some kid go to boarding school or some shit or get sent to military camp. And you're like, damn, remember Jesse? He was cool as shit.
Jesse?
He was cool as shit, dude. And then all of a sudden nobody saw him again.
I like a friendship though. Like even if we're not, I'm like really low maintenance. Like you don't really have to check up on me every single day. You know what I mean? But like if we're talking and like we reconnect, I like the kind of friend that's like, okay, we didn't ever skip a beat. You know what I mean?
just right
like,
back to it.
Doesn't matter if I'm talking to you religiously every single day. Like just as long as like the moments we are spending together are valued and good ones, you know?
And honestly, it's like if you don't talk that much, it's like, you know, like as much like, you know, like not the everyday thing, right? Then when you actually like link up and hang out, you have so much to talk about.
Exactly. You got so many stories and like,
Yeah.
oh, this happened. And oh my gosh, did you hear? Yeah.
Especially when you got those long-term friends where it's like, man, what have you been doing the last 10 years? It's like, oh
Exactly.
shit, you know, and it's like,
Where do I start? you
yeah,
know?
yeah, where it's just like your friends you see every week, like, you know,
Just
doing the same shit.
doing my homework.
Yeah, exactly. It's not glamorous, man.
It's not fun. Yeah.
Dude, how is this beer? Do you like it?
Yeah. I mean, it's almost gone. So I'm a fan.
I know, dude. I wish I had more. I just had 2 left, and I was like, you know what? I just gotta. It's been a bad habit, dude. I've been drinking these like seriously, like it's like a milkshake. It's like you don't even know there's alcohol in it. It's delicious.
It's like I said, it's dangerous. It's super dangerous.
Smooth, man. So, dude, what the fuck, man? I see you got your own board and shit.
Just got my own board.
And so what I don't understand, like, I don't know the levels of how, like, you know, how it works when you like when you're just skating at the skate park to like you're a pro skater. Can you explain to me kind of just like how like, I mean, obviously you're fucking insanely good at skateboarding and it's so fun to watch, dude. Like I'll just get lost on your fucking page. You probably saw me liking shit from like way down.
Something like pretty far back.
I
Like
was
it
down
was
here
either
just-
today or yesterday, and I
You know,
was like,
sometimes
he
you
was
like,
deep.
You're
damn.
like creeping off someone's page and shit like this, and you're like looking at shit, and then you're like, you just like instinctually see something that your like primitive brain was like it. You know what I mean? I didn't even have control. I was just saw it and I liked it, and that was like, that's 2020 how you express your life. You know?
Have you ever like been creeping on someone that you're like looking up and then you accidentally like something from like years ago, and then you look, if you double click the screen, you might like something. That's always really creepy when someone like likes something from like
yeah.
years ago. Who like,
You know what I don't like? When people go on my page and instead of like going there and like liking any of my skate clips or anything like that, they'll just go to all the pictures of my girlfriend and they'll just like blow those up. And I'm just like, don't be doing that shit, bro. Don't come on my page for that.
I feel
What
like
are
you're
you
trying to
talking
send me a
about?
message.
Exactly. I'm like, what are you
Motherfucker.
doing?
I
dude?
know Instagram Morse code, okay? Like, I know what's going on here.
That shit is not cool.
That is not cool,
I don't
man.
like that
Like
shit.
this is skateboarding, okay?
Exactly.
And then
Like,
just
that's
little pieces
kind
of my
what
life.
page is about. Yeah.
God
Give me
damn.
a little dose of my life.
But yeah, no, tell me a little bit about it, because I don't, how old are you?
I am 23.
23 years old, bro. And you got your name on a skateboard.
Yes.
Okay, so can you just bring me through
The levels.
just the levels? Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the basics, right?
Okay.
You're a kid, you've been skateboarding for a few years, right? And you want to take it possibly to the next level. Maybe you want to hit up your local shop to see if you can start riding for the shop. That's your first in.
Okay.
You got to have a shop sponsor, okay?
Okay.
It's kind of hard to make it anywhere in skateboarding if you don't have a home, right?
Okay, true.
So get into your shop. Buy stuff at the shop. Don't
Support
just
your
hit up.
shop.
Don't hit up the shop. Okay, be like, can I ride for the shop? And you've never bought anything from the shop. That goes for every single brand you want to ride for. If you want to ride for a certain shoe company, buy the shoes. If you want to ride for a certain board company, buy the boards, skate the boards, rep that shit. You know?
Fuck yeah, dude.
So go to your shop, ask them if you can just, send them some footage. Or, if you're around enough, they're going to get to know you as a person, and they're going to start fucking with you, and they're going to want to hook you up. Like, you're a great person. Boom. Huge check, right?
Yeah.
You're good at skateboarding. That's the other piece. Okay, great. Welcome to the family. So shop sponsor. That's the first step, right? Next step is a thing called flow, right? So that's when you're approaching a company that you want to ride for, and they're fucking with you a little bit. You're not going to be on the team, but they're going to be sending you product, okay? So you can be repping that stuff so you can continue to build that relationship. That's called flow. You're getting product for free, but you're not necessarily on the team. Now, when you're on the team, you normally get bumped up to amateur or AM, right? And at that level, depending on who you ride for, you could be getting paid, you could not be getting paid. It's really like kind of just like who you ride for. And then the utmost degree would be you're a professional skateboarder for a company that you ride for. And that means you get your name on some product, whether that's a board, a shoe, trucks, wheels, whatever. And you're getting paid to skateboard. You're getting some sort of financial kickback from that for sure, because your name's associated with it. But I think it's more of just like a nice head nod, like you're doing all the right things more than anything else.
Yeah.
That's how I've always viewed it. I didn't get into skateboarding because I'm like, I'm going to be pro one day and I'm going to make so much money, because skateboarders don't make a lot of money. Like, if you're getting into skateboarding to make money, you chose the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I just heard the other day on I think it was the 9 Club. You watch the 9 Club?
What's that?
I'm about to put you on.
Please, put me on.
Podcast, dude. The 9 Club. It's hosted by Chris Roberts, professional skateboarder for Chocolate.
Oh,
You know Chocolate.
I do. Yes.
Switch Flip, Switch Manny, if he ever sees that. Got to shout him out for that. And he has his own podcast. He does it with Roger Bagley, Kelly Hart, Jerron Wilson, Justin Eldridge.
Dude.
And they just interview skateboarders. They've even interviewed Lil Wayne.
Really?
Yeah, they've had Lil Wayne on the 9 Club. And Austin Gillette was on there the other day, and he was talking about surfers apparently make a lot of money. I didn't know that, but surfers, he was talking about his homie that makes like $600,000 a year just surfing, traveling the world, filming parts, surfing. And I was just like,
Really?
I didn't know surfing was like that, So it's like, yeah, definitely skateboarding is not.
Well, I'm like,
it's not
so
about the
I'm
money.
just kind of like, is it just more, because I don't see surfing as like something that's crazy. Like, we're not all like, dude, you're going to order the surf,
Exactly. It definitely doesn't seem like a
tournament on fucking
like
Saturday.
I'm not going to say is as impactful as a culture as skateboarding, because skateboarding stems from surfing. So I'm not going to say it's not as impactful, but like, it's definitely not as prevalent as something as skateboarding, like in everyday, like people dress like skateboarders because they think it's cool.
Because I know there's a surfer look, but I feel like the skate look like encompasses so much more of the country,
Definitely.
and so that's why it's like, so I wonder if it's just, they're just getting, if the sponsorship is different or
don't
what.
know.
I don't know.
Like-
That is interesting. But that's crazy, dude. I didn't know. So I did not know the levels, especially like
I didn't know the level. I didn't
flow.
know what
I didn't even
flow
know what that was. Yeah.
When I first started skateboarding, I didn't know flow existed. I knew about AM and I knew about pro, but I was just like,
You're just seeing fucking like
exactly. I'm
Jesus,
just like,
that's
I
a
don't
big
know
jump,
what
bro.
that is.
Damn.
I didn't know what flow was either when I started skating. So
And then somebody put you on.
yeah, you learn the little ins and outs, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. So
Well, dude, congratulations.
thank you.
That's fucking pretty badass,
Thank you.
dude. When I saw that, I was like, holy shit, man.
I so badly, when it happened, I wanted to find my 6th grade yearbook, because in my 6th grade yearbook, I wrote, what do you want to be when you grow up? Of course. And I've been writing that, since I was like 8 or 9 years old, that I want to be a pro skateboarder. And it's like, how many people actually get to frickin' accomplish what
They're
they wrote
fucking-
down in their 6th grade yearbook? So
Damn, dude. Hey, in my sixth grade yearbook, I was like, I want to be high, and I'm high right now. So I was like, man, fuck it, we're good. We did it, mama.
my brother said he wanted to work in a museum.
Oh hell yeah,
That would be
dude.
cool though. That would be
Dude,
super
night at the
sick.
museum every day.
Yeah.
Man, in a museum. I don't even know if I've really been to a museum before. I'm trying to think of a
I
time.
went to I went to the Smithsonian
Where's that?
in Washington D.C.
Really? What was that
Wonderful establishment. it's like multiple buildings, and they got everything you'd ever want to see in there. Seriously, like crazy as shit. Isn't that the night at the museum? Isn't it?
Is that what that is?
That's a Smithsonian. Yes.
like? Okay, and that's in Washington D.C.
Yeah, if you go into Washington D.C., that's a must see.
The Smithsonian. Now it's just. I've been wanting to like create a list of places that I just want I have to go to, and I feel
That's
like
one of them.
that's
You
one
gotta
of them
go
right there.
For sure.
Because I never would have thought I'd go to Washington D.C. if you were like, you gonna go to what? I'd be like, what? Huh? Why? What are we doing there? Are we fucking trying to get elected? What are we? Why else would you go there? Yeah. Well, now I know.
I got a new destination for you.
Ooh, give me another one.
They're opening up a Super Nintendo World in Universal Studios in LA in 2023.
There we go.
Really?
There
Yeah.
we go.
2023?
Yeah, 2023.
That's not far out.
Have to make a trip.
Yeah, bro. Super Mario World.
Yeah, they have one in Japan, and now
That's right.
they're opening one in America. And I'm like, I text my wife, like, we're planning a trip for the twins in 2023. We're gonna go to Disneyland and go to Super Nintendo World. So
That's
love it.
gonna be so sick.
yeah.
And just the fact that they're just still just building all these and they're getting more interactive and like realistic. I haven't really been to any like Universal
No
or
Disneyland, no Disney World.
nothing like that really. But I just, I know it's getting crazy.
I was really privileged growing up that my parents made it a big deal to like make sure we went to Disney World when we were kids and
God damn it,
Disneyland.
bro.
So
I was
it's
the
like,
only child. What was the excuse? I
Like-
still didn't get to go. I was like, God, you guys were doing all right. I'm the only kid. You just didn't want to take me. Damn.
come on.
See, I would have went with your
Disney
family. I'd have been
World.
like, man, can Zach come, man? I'd be like, fucking dude, what's up? That's how I ended up going somewhere.
We did like a lot of road trips and like traveled around a bunch when I was a kid.
Dude, that's awesome. And Cody, that's what he just got back from San Diego.
I know. I've been watching his stories.
stories,
I'm just
yeah.
like, wow, dude, he's all over the place. I see him going to skate parks and stuff.
And his kid is just
Yeah.
like cruising. So it's like
Tripping around.
that's the kind of experience. That's the kind of experience, I want to give my kid. And I think that's just like so important. For a kid to just be out, and to just be all sorts of places and just get that, young. Because I mean, man, there's really a whole world. I mean, like people can get trapped. I feel like just being in just one place.
Definitely.
Like you can just like Spokane can be your like little snow globe that you live in, and it's like there's literally you gotta get out. You gotta go. You have to.
Yeah.
There's so much out there. Where'd you say you said your girlfriend was in France?
She's in France.
That's
right
fucking crazy, dude. Like
now. Yeah,
you just
she's getting to travel all over Europe right now. She's going to Portugal tomorrow.
what?
Yeah, she's having a great time.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I really aspire to do that one day, to get out and like just, especially like different countries. And there's really, it's like there's so many levels.
Yeah.
Like, oh, get out of Spokane, go see some other shit in Washington and in the United States and in Canada and Mexico, and then there's just so
Branch
much
out.
fucking
Go to
world,
Europe.
man.
I can't wait to go to Europe. I think that's
Me
gonna
too.
be like
Oh, because you can skate.
such an
You
experience.
can skate
I'm going
over
to
there.
Barcelona, and I'm just gonna go kick it at Makba for as long as they'll have me. You know,
Man, God, this is so fun.
dude, it is so fun. I love being here. Dude. Like I said, like I'm just like really excited. Like I'm so dead serious. Like I've watched so many of the podcasts, and there's a lot of just great moments. You guys have such a good vibe. You can tell you're just like a real core group of friends.
I
and
know,
it's like
man. I'm
the
sad that
and the energy is just so high, and I love it.
I mean, I love this that we have going on right now, but you know, I wish the guys could be here too to party with us right now. But hey, let's pull up some of these fucking tricks real quick, because I had a few tricks that I was on your page, because I kind of will like save it, you know, every time I see one that I'm just like, what the fuck was that?
Come up right here,
This is gonna come up right here,
dude. Look at that though.
and then you can kind of break it down and tell me what it is. It's usually when I look at a trick and I don't know what it is. I don't know what the trick is called. I'm like, okay, this is some new level shit. Oh, this is the
I did that like that ass landing 540. A lot of skateboarders think it's like really corny to say like you're proud of a trick that you've done. I think that's kind of fucking lame, to be honest with me.
Yeah.
With you though, like
No,
I
that
think
is.
that shit's lame as fuck for you to not be proud of something you've done. I think
mean,
every skateboarder works so fucking hard for whatever they try. You should be fucking just a little bit proud of that shit. And that's a legitimate 540 on a quarter pipe to me, you know? So like
That's beautiful.
like that was like,
And you got
that
your
felt
own
really
trick
good.
out of it too.
And the ass landing, that like that was a try that at first happened and like everybody went crazy, but then I also did it like 2 or 3 more times after that.
The ass
Just,
landing?
Yeah, like completely rolling backwards just on my ass.
Like
Just,
you could probably just do that on command. Like you could just like,
Bailing.
give us the ass landing. You're like, all right, it's the show.
just trying not to die, you know? So
Damn, dude. So like when you're in like full crash mode, you know, like because all this happens in the matter of seconds. So when you're like, so real quick before you play this one, Brennan.
Sorry.
When you're in full like, because you only have like a couple seconds, like where you're just like, oh shit, like this ain't gonna work, you know, and you got to make a decision. You know, I feel like a lot of people hurt themselves because they just do instinctual weird shit that can actually really like make it a lot worse. You know, when you know how to crash or how to land. Is that a thing?
that's definitely a thing. I wouldn't say that I am a master of that art, but there's definitely a lot of wonderful, amazing skateboarders. Paul Rodriguez, for instance, whenever he falls on his back and his head is like going towards the ground, you can see him in clips put the back of his hand over the back of his head. So like he instinctually, whenever he's falling, will cover the back of his head
Just fucking
with
lounge
his
out.
hand. Like, I don't know how you're that fucking good at falling, but like he's mastered that shit.
Because that's what I was thinking when I saw that last clip. I was just like, you just know how to like just relax.
I had no idea how to do that. I was just like, I just threw my board down and I ended up sitting on it, and then I ended up, just like learning that, and then through that process I did it a couple more times.
From the outside, I swear to God, I'm just like, man, he did that so smooth. You're like, I had no idea what I was doing.
No clue. I don't know what I'm doing like most of the time, like setting up for a trick. It's like you gotta really kind of get into the battle, at least for me to figure some shit out. Like a lot of times I'm just throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks.
That's art right there. All right, let's run it. What the fuck was that, bro?
50-50 tray flip out of the big rail at Albie. Shout out to Albee, the best skate park in Spokane, Washington.
Dude, that tray flip is fucking nasty looking, dude.
I drifted so far away from the rail. Like there's like this line.
Oh, you
landed on the other side of the line. You know?
Holy
like,
shit. You flung
really
that thing.
Really interesting trick. Yep. That was I learned it on the small rail at Albee. And it was kind of one of those things, like I think I was talking to my friend Nate Akers. Shout out to Nate Akers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like joking around, grinding up the thing, and I was just like kind of like flinging my board. And then I think he was like, dude, what if you did tray flip? And I was just like, let's try.
Yeah.
And I flung it, and it like flipped, and it spun, and I was like, huh, there might be something there. And I ended up doing it on the small rail, and then I had to take it to the big rail because I feel like that's what really makes it legit to me is like, you can do it on the small rail, you can take it to
I love how you have those milestones where it's just like, all right, now I have to make sure that I solidify it by doing it.
I want to do that in the streets, though, like a legit upper handrail tray flip out of a handrail. Like,
Yeah, not at a park, just on a normal...
Like, this stuff is cool. Like, it's at the skate park. It's cool. I did the tricks. It's fun, you know? But, like,
when you just do it
I
on...
gotta, like, really legitimize that shit.
Oh, I love it.
Take it to the streets.
All right, let's see what we got.
The wall.
What the fuck?
What's funny is there's this kid, Trey, and he actually recreated this clip at the park. Like, he went and he bounced his board off the wall the same way it does, like the little varial heel off the wall. He like shouted me out. Like,
Dude, that is dope.
That's so cool.
That is dope. I wish we had his clip to pull up too.
You could I don't know. He switched Instagrams recently. I don't know if he's still
Switching Instagram. Motherfucker
People out
switching
here
Instagrams.
Instagrams.
Dude, we're trying to find you.
Come
Your
on.
shit, dude. It defeats the purpose if you keep switching it.
But hey,
fuck?
shout out Trey.
But hey, Trey, thanks for doing it.
I know this one. I already know what this is. This is actually the bad one. I actually like redid this clip not too long ago. But yeah, we'll take tax. I did it clean on the new one, but yeah, gazelle flip. I don't even know what to call it, honestly. Gazelle flip.
Dude, I'm gonna send it
Switch
to him
pivot
right now so we
270.
can.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Gazelle flip? I thought you were making this shit
Gazelle
up,
flip.
dude.
No,
That's a real.
what they call it, apparently. that's all I hear.
Dude.
That's what they call it. I'm not coming up with these names.
Here, you'll find it quicker than me, and then we can send it to Brennan because I want to see the.
Oh, I can pull it up.
Oh, you can pull it up. It's this one.
Cody would be making fun of me with my tucked in wife beater. I think so. That's why he said last time.
Did he?
Yeah.
Dude, man, I've been sad because Cody hasn't been on the podcast and like, because he went to San Diego, so he was gone for like 3 weeks or something like that,
Oh, damn.
and then missing this one. So, dude, I live for those that game that he does.
Nope, not this one.
Spinny doodle.
Tucked in wife beater though.
The one right here.
Yeah, right, that one. That's the better one.
Jesus. Okay, and that's what is it?
I don't even know what it's called, but the flip trick in it is a gazelle flip.
Wow.
Gazelle flip. I don't know. Switch pivot revert. I don't know. I don't know what some of the tricks I even do are called.
Where, like, I don't know if you asked this, but like, where do you come up with this? Like, do you just like,
There's a couple different ways. Some things stem from other tricks. Like if you were to really deep dive back on my Instagram just a little bit further, I don't know, maybe like a year or so before that, I did a blizzard flip switch pivot revert, which is a 360 kick flip. This one right here.
The blizzard flip.
This is the snowstorm right here.
Damn.
The blizzard flip switch pivot revert.
Holy shit.
wow.
And so after I did that, I was like, what if I like
Well, yeah, keep
turned it
keep
into
running
a
it, bro.
gazelle flip, and then did the same trick, and that's where it stems from. Other stuff is just like I'll just be trying something, and I don't know, it starts to work. My best friend Jody, the other day, we were trying a trick, and he's like, Nathan, I almost feel like you should just try something harder because I feel like it would be easier for you. And I was like, well, that's not true at all, but that's funny, Jody. He's just like, just try some like even more fucking crazy shit, bro. You'll probably figure it out. You can see in this clip, it's pretty funny. As I'm rolling away, my hands go over my mouth. You'll probably see it in the slow-mo one. But it's literally because I was like, I fucking did that? I was like shocked. I was like, damn.
Dude, I mean,
actually worked. And it was like dark. Like I tried to boost up the freaking lighting on this clip so much. That's why it looks kind of like fuzzy too. It was so dark when I landed that.
dude, what's will you click on the boards? I want to see what let's get a good look at that board.
It's a good looking board.
Did you design your board?
No, Sebastian did. Sebastian did all the boards. And I'll give you a brief little rundown of what the boards mean. So for mine, Sebastian, he had been commenting on all of my posts. Like I'm sure if you like dug around in here, you'd probably see a comment from Sebastian that it's like, the mind unlocked. He's been commenting on my posts for like 2 years. And I guess that was just hinting towards, the mind unlocked. He thinks I just like, I guess, think of things differently than like other people. So that's where that comes from.
Dude.
And then Elijah right here with the two hands, that comes from Elijah has so much control that it's almost like his feet are his hands. And Austin down here with the snake coming out of the mouth. I'm talking about all the one-off graphics right now.
Yeah.
But the snake coming out of the mouth is because Austin's kind of like chaotic, and he's just like kind of just like ready to get it, like
Damn,
at all
dude.
moments. And then
And he designed all these.
all these, he does all the graphics for Space Program,
Dude,
unless it's like
sick.
unless it's a special series where he's like outsourcing people to do it. But yeah, amazing designer. He helps me with my homework all the time. Shout out to him. And then the reoccurring boards, the kind of like the series boards, these will be the boards that come out when anybody turns pro for Space Program, kind of like how Chocolate does the portrait series. Those will be reoccurring. And then the base of them is like it's not the NASA president, but like the NASA board of directors or something like that. It's like all different NASA board of directors. And then like the flowers coming out of the face is kind of us just like blooming into professional skateboarders.
God,
and that's kind of like, that's where that inspiration came from.
What
So,
just a beautiful thing to have here locally in Spokane or just in the Pacific Northwest. Cause I know that, he's down there in Oregon but I mean, it's just like, just right here at home. Like, this isn't even Seattle.
Yeah.
We're in Spokane. We're in little old Spokane over here, man. And we got
Spokane deserves some more credit, low key. Like I've lived a couple different places in my life, and Spokane has by far been my favorite place to live ever.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes you have, mixed feelings, and then you're like, where else is there like a river running through the middle of the city, and it's just beautiful, and you get all the seasons, which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what you like. I like it because I like to suffer a little bit to be able to like feel extra joyous when the sun comes.
Definitely.
If it was sunny all the time, dude, I don't know if I could. I don't think I could do that. Then I'd start to hate what I love. The sun. I just hate it.
I do like how my body feels and functions and moves when it's really nice out, though.
Yeah.
Like, I remember going and visiting my dad in San Diego when I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just, like, skating every day. Well, what's funny is I showed up, and I was telling my dad, like, he's like, Nathan, like, how are you going to pass all this time? Like, I'm not going to be home every single moment. Like, you and your brother are going to kind of have to figure out what you want to do. Like, you're going to be here for 40 days. And like, to me, when I was a kid, I was like, 40 days? Whoa. Like, that's so much time, you know?
That is so much time.
So my dad's like, guess what? We're going to go. We're going to get you a skateboard. There's a skate park like half a mile down the street, and I'm just going to drop you off there every day. And I was just like, okay. I hadn't skated. Well, something weird happened when I moved from Virginia. I used to live in Blacksburg, Virginia, when I was 12 years old, when I was in 7th grade, and that's when I really got into skateboarding. I lived a mile away from the skate park. I would either get dropped off on the school bus at the rec center and walk to the skate park, or I would go home and then skate to the skate park every single day. We'll walk halfway and then skate the other way, because I kind of lived on it's Virginia, in a winding road. And I would just skate until it was dark, and then I would come home almost every day. Damn. And that's when I really like fell in love with skateboarding and really like started getting semi-decent at it.
In Virginia?
Yeah, in Virginia. And that Blacksburg Park, dude, if I could go skate that park again, it would just be so fun. Like, some people would view it probably not as the best skate park in the world, but it's just like so nostalgic for me. Like, I definitely want to make a trip back there.
I was just going to say, are you going to do that? Because you should.
Do that for the one time.
That's
like,
the kind of shit
culture.
I live for, bro.
Yeah.
Is like going for that nostalgic.
But when I was leaving, my friend Andrew, I left my skateboard at his house. Like, we were hanging out like a bunch. I was hanging out with my friend Marcelo, and Andrew lived like right down the street. And I left my skateboard at his house, and we were leaving Virginia, about to move back to Washington. And I was like, oh, hey, Mom, can you stop by Andrew's house so I can pick up my skateboard? And then she was like, of course, you know. I had my Sean Malto Thunder lights on there. I had some brand new Bones STFs. It was a freaking Reel board. It was like, Reel did this series where like you could like scratch something on it, and like you could like end up winning like a free board, or like, I don't know, like $100 or something like that. And it was like one of those boards. And I'd like ring the doorbell, and I'm just like, hey, like, what's up? And it wasn't Andrew that answered, and it wasn't his mom or his dad, who all knew me. It was his grandma. And I had never met his grandma in my life. And I was like, hey, like, what's up? And she was like, who are you? It's just like, I'm Nathan. Like, I left my skateboard at Andrew's house, your grandson, I'm assuming. And I was wondering if I could get it back. And she was like, no. And I was just like, no. I was like, what do you mean, no? It's my skateboard. And she was like, you're not going to steal my grandson's skateboard. And I was just like, are you kidding me? I was like, I'm literally moving to Washington, like, not tomorrow, right now. We got the car loaded up. We're about to drive to Washington from Virginia right now. Let me get my skateboard. She was just like, no, not going to happen.
You didn't get it?
Didn't get it. So I was without a skateboard. I was without a skateboard for like 6 months. Damn. So like there was a little bit that I was like not skating just for
I could cry.
A lack of a skateboard.
Yeah,
you know?
that's messed up.
And then I went to San Diego and visited my dad, and he got me a board, got me hooked up, and I started fucking skating really heavy again. And
so what was this guy Andrew's doing? What's the Andrew thinking, man? He's probably just like, man, I got 2 skateboards. My life still ain't going right. I don't know what's happening.
I'm sure Andrew is doing very well for himself.
Good. Okay, cool.
I told my friends too, I was like, yo, if you find that skateboard, you can have the board, you could have the wheels, but like, let me get them trucks back. Really? I was like, send me the trucks, please.
You could keep it out. Like, they just piece it out, dude.
It was a brand new board. It was literally like 2 days old. And like when you're 12 years old, a 2-day-old board is just...
Bro, when you're 16 years old, a brand new board. When you're 20, dude, a brand new board, there's just something sexual about a fucking brand new, brand new, especially with the bone Swiss. You got the good, you got the
bone Swiss.
Let's go.
I only had bone Swiss probably about 2 times in my life, but bone Swiss, they hit.
They hit, bro. They hit.
Different.
Let's get into a little game, man.
I love games.
Yeah, we got a game.
Can I have one of these?
Yes, please.
Yeah, those are for you. Yeah,
dig in.
I'm about to be next.
This is what he.
Super crisp light beer. Before you start this game, can I actually say something?
Yeah.
You guys played a game, and it was coming up with fictional companies.
You guys
remember that one?
Yeah. We have to come up with that.
So I took it upon myself. You guys were naming mattress stores, I believe is what it was.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys missed a golden opportunity.
Okay, what was it?
And do you know what that golden opportunity was?
What was it?
Slept on mattress firm.
That is genius.
These are my logos for Slept on Mattress Firm.
Dude.
Oh, you have to send it to us so we can put it on the screen right now.
I'll put it on the screen.
Slept on.
Slept on Mattress Firm. Huge missed opportunity,
Dude,
guys. I was
that
watching the episode and I was like, are you guys kidding me right now?
Dude, we should just start.
Slept
Let's
on
get it
Mattress
started
Firm.
up, dude.
Are they used?
See, they're not used. But it's a kind of establishment that you'd go in there and you'd go and tell a friend like, hey, you know what? You need to go in there. That place is real slept on.
Slept on. It's because
I love it. It's actually really good.
they're like, actually, no, people slept on these, so you're gonna
They're
want to check
used
them
mattresses.
for bed bugs. It's all right. That's why they're cheap. Okay, slept on. Come back, dude. I love it, man. Slept on.
Slept on Mattress Firm.
God, that was a fun game too. You just what did we just came up with an industry, and then you had to like come up with like a name for like a tool, like a hardware store. All right, let's run this one. What do we got? So basically,
more movies?
This game, I'm gonna show some skateboarders as kids, and you're gonna tell me
to guess who it is.
who it is.
I love it. Okay, cool. Oh gosh, I hope I don't fucking blow it. But
I think we start with a pretty easy one. Here you go. All right, go anytime. TV. Look away from the screen for a second.
Huh?
Oh, that's why it went backward. Okay. Now look.
Okay.
Oh, Tommy Hank. Dude, Tony Hawk, dude, let me just say, Tony Hawk, I
Yes.
hope you recover very quickly. He just broke his femur. Yeah, Tony Hawk broke his femur. And
Dude, you gotta just.
he posted something the other day that literally just made me like want to fucking cry. I was just like, damn, dude, we might not see Tony Hawk. Well, I'm going to say that we will see because Tony Hawk's fucking Tony Hawk. But like, it's when you hear him doubting himself, like, oh fuck, like I might not skate at the level that I have before in the past. It's just like really sad to hear.
Dude,
that
I didn't
shit.
know
Like,
that
I fully
happened.
believe that he's going to recover and he'll be skating the fucking vert ramp in fucking no time. But like, to hear that come out of his mouth, I'm just like, fuck.
Tony Hawk, man, the man that fucking paved the way.
Exactly.
Dude, the fucking games, bro, changed my fucking life. I loved those games, dude. And I got it, dude, when it came out on PS4, I got it and I played it like a fucking little
new
kid
one?
again. Yeah, dude, I was just backing it.
Hell yeah.
Fucking beautiful.
All right, here's the next one.
Oh, Bucky Lassick.
Ding, ding, ding.
Bucky
Damn, I didn't even think
Lassick.
I'd get that one. I was like, oh shit, wait, who is this?
Bucky Lassick. Damn, okay. Bucky Lassick kind of looks the same.
Classic Bucky.
He's got the same face. For sure. What's a
I know when you
curveball?
see it in reverse and you see someone as an adult and you reverse it to a kid and you're like, you have that fucking you had an adult face as a kid.
Exactly.
That's a grown man's
This is
face.
grown man face right there.
Right there on a little kid.
Bones Brigade right there. Oh gosh. I mean, with the haircut, I would say it's Keith Huffenagel, but gosh, who is that?
Do you got a guess, Zach?
Fuck. Dude, is that
R.I.P. Keith Huffenagel, by the way. Best ollie in skateboarding ever.
really?
Yeah.
No, I don't know who that is, dude. Gotta
Huff.
put me
You
on.
seen Huff? Huff, the brand?
Yeah.
Huff? That's his shit.
What was his last name?
Huffenagel.
That's a dope last name.
Dope last name.
Dude, I fuck with that.
This is Rob Deerdeck.
No way! Robbie! Ridiculous.
Dude. We knew, like, look at the quality of that film.
He's gonna be the first billionaire skateboarder.
God,
you
he's
know that?
fucking killing it, dude. I follow him on Instagram, man, and he's just inspirational.
Speaking of
smart.
podcasts, have you listened to his podcast?
He's got a podcast.
Yeah, he had what's that?
He has a podcast?
He has a podcast. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
It's about business building. Like he gets like business, like people who have cool like jobs or cool like started cool like startups, and so he talks to them about startups and their idea.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I can kind of see it now that you say it, but I had no idea upon first glance.
Here's the next one.
Oh, that's Eric Costin.
Dude, why do the legends always have the fucking most wicked hair, dude?
Look at that hair.
Like Tony and Costin both have had just wicked hair sloops.
For real.
Swoops.
Dude, Eric Costin. I would say one thing that I didn't mention last time, I feel like last time you guys like asked me like skateboarders that inspire me, and I totally forgot about Eric Costin because a lot of times I just dork around and I'm just doing some silly shit, and I'm just trying. That's really just me having my most fun on my skateboard, and that is all stems from me watching Eric Costin as a kid and watching him dork around on a skateboard.
Yeah,
like,
he was just so.
He is definitely one of my biggest inspirations on a skateboard for sure.
Damn.
Here's the next one.
Frostman. Rodney Mullen, dude. Come on. Come on. What?
Legend.
Absolute legend.
Yeah, man.
Talk about paving the way.
And I really liked Rodney Mullen because all I ever wanted to do when I was a kid was just like street tricks and shit. I was just trying to learn everything. I was just trying to like backside heel, front side heel. I was trying to front side flip, backside flip, kick flip, you know, and do like big spins. I was just trying to like master all this. There's so many tricks. And this dude was just a madman, dude. He could do anything. With just right on the street, just a board and some pavement.
I think one of the first YouTube videos I ever watched was Rodney Mullen. Just like, I think it was just like a Rodney Mullen compilation. Just like
He was
of
just
all
doing
like the
all
crazy
sorts of-
Rodney Mullen shit. Like I would watch that religiously. So
All right, who's next?
yeah, it's definitely exciting to watch.
The dude from Gilligan's Island.
Why do I know this face? I straight up do not even know who that is, bro.
Oh, this is a throwback. This is like OGs. Like, does that help at
Is
all?
this
Like,
freaking 1 second. 1 second. Lords of Dogtown?
yeah,
Oh, so we're talking Tony Alva?
that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He kind of looks a bit different now.
Yeah, he does. He has a little bit more tattoos on him.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even think that I should have fucking also sent you all the pictures of them as adults.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking about that. Yeah. Like,
damn, that would have been a good piece to it. But
all right, here's the next one.
Tony Alva. Very nice.
This kid looks like my son.
Fucking, this looks like Nestor Judkins to me. Like, I don't know who this really is, bro.
you don't know who this is?
Who is this, bro?
Dude, I think I know who this is because I sent it to you, so I'm not gonna say.
Oh, it is. I don't know who this is either. Tori Pudwill.
Oh my gosh, T-Puds?
That's T-Pads right there.
Damn, okay. You guys seen the clip of him falling off the fucking vert ramp at Skate Lab?
No.
There's like an iconic clip of Tori Pudwill like trying to ollie off of the vert ramp, and there's like a 2x4 like at the end, and he like clips and literally like falls like 10 feet and body slams as a child. Elbow pads, knee pads, full
Okay,
helmet.
let's get it.
I'm gonna get it.
Okay. Was this not the last
That's
one?
Tori
No, there's
Pudwill,
one
wow.
more.
I can see it now too.
I'm trying to.
He had that baby face, dude. He had that baby face.
I don't know why you guys would pick Nestor Judkins, but like it looks like that. to
Bro,
me.
that's a lit fucking name, too. Nestor Judkins.
Dude, skateboarders sometimes have just like the greatest fucking names.
I
of
love
all
that,
time.
dude. Oh, okay.
Toy Pudwill closed it out.
Yeah. Oh no, I got one more.
That one's gonna take some thought.
Yeah, that doesn't look familiar.
Do you want a hint? You want to keep on
Depends
thinking?
on what the hint is.
It's a
Was the hint like a sponsor?
reality show.
No,
What?
that isn't him. Is that really?
Who do you think it is?
Well, there's only like 2 people that have ever had a reality show. So that's Ryan Sheckler.
No, it's not.
What? Reality show.
All right.
He messed with his parents a lot.
Oh, bam. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like-
damn.
I totally forgot about Bam.
Now that whole thing made sense.
Okay, Alex, get ready. If you're watching this, I'm putting you on blast. Everybody's gonna see it.
So that's him?
Yeah, that's him.
That young? Holy
That's
shit.
him. He was just a wee baby boy. He's just like out here. Look how tiny he is. He is so small.
Man, this is why I love that we got technology, man.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, this kid is fucking getting it, bro. I love this shit.
Dude. He's got the wife beater on. I still rock that same outfit to this
Yo,
day.
this kid's got some cool ass parents.
Alex is fucking timeless.
Oh, getting it.
Is this all in Spokane?
No, he grew up in Moses Lake, so I
Okay.
assume some of it's in Moses Lake, but that's in Spokane for
Damn.
sure.
Damn, bro.
That squat.
Dude,
Alex
I couldn't do that till I was like fucking 15 years old or some shit like that.
Alex is like the most talented skateboarder I know.
That's
hands down.
insane, dude.
He's amazing.
And how old was he there, you think?
He's like 3 or 4 years old. 3 or 4.
Jesus.
Wow.
He's been skating, I think he said since he was 2 or 3 years old.
So having a board under your feet, I'm
He's
sure
been
at that
skateboarding
age.
for 20 years and he's like 24 years old. 21 years.
Dude, that's
That's
beautiful,
mind-blowing,
man.
dude. Like what? He can't even remember a time where he didn't skateboard.
God, that's what's just like ingrained in your life. It's like
Yeah.
who you are.
Definitely.
Damn, how
And it
beautiful
shows
is
that kid's freaking amazing at skateboarding.
Dude, all right.
Bam,
Well, so that's
reality
Bam.
show. I go, Ryan, Life with Ryan.
Yeah, I didn't even know the Sheckler had a reality show.
I was just
He-
like-
of
but I
course
was
he
gonna
did.
say, I was like, Ryan Sheckler's kind of had that baby face, like the same face too, like forever. So like, guess it makes sense that it's Bam.
That makes sense. Yeah, I saw have you seen the new Jackass?
Mhm.
Oh,
I went out and saw it with Jotty.
yeah, it was great, man.
It was good.
It was
It was
good.
good. Dude, Johnny Knoxville gets fucking smoked though.
Dude, I heard that his family was pretty upset about him fucking doing some just doing all the crazy shit that he did. Like, God, dude, you don't have to go so hard. Like, he goes the hardest out of everybody every single time. Like,
He's got to do it though.
he
He's gotta fucking
facilitates
rep
it, but
that
then
shit.
he's like the dude. Like, when he got shot with that riot gun in it was like the first one, and it wasn't even like a fun prank. It was just like painful to watch. Like, Jesus. He just got beanbagged to the fucking set. We're just like, oh shit. Like, dude, Johnny is just down, dude.
Let me tell you, I'm going to give a shout out to Danger Aaron because I feel like his moments in Jackass Forever
Oh, yeah.
were some of the funniest fucking
Oh, they're the
things in
best,
the whole
dude.
fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Danger Aaron.
Yeah, he's underappreciated for sure.
me, he carried that movie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give my shout outs to Johnny Knoxville because
But when they fucking fucking pogo sticked his nuts,
that
bro.
was alarming. You should not. You should literally like with the other ones, like he gets freaking punched in the nuts, and you're
Oh
like,
my
okay, and his
God.
face is like the golden moment of the whole movie on that one, and then the softball pitch, and you're like, okay, that would suck,
dude, and that was so dead on.
Precision,
Oh
you
my God, I was blown away. Like, she didn't need any tries.
But
She
when
just-
he was bouncing on the pogo stick, I was like, how is this gonna work?
There's so much
you're
that can go
not gonna
wrong.
be able to bounce off a human being on a pogo stick. It's going to drag it into the fucking ground, and you know, might not have balls at the end of this.
it is definitely a beautiful. Like, these guys sacrifice. They're definitely not like some prissy Hollywood actors. They're definitely in the gritty. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch, man. I'm a big fan, so that was just so much fun. But I'm excited for it to come out so I can watch it at home. But yeah, it was. Fuck, man. I'm glad. I gotta see other people do it because I can't do it, dude. But when I was a kid, we used to try to do it, and we talked about that on the podcast a bunch too. How we used to fuck around when we were kids and try to do Jackass stuff. And when you're a kid, it's like you're invincible. You're just like, let's go, let's try that. What are they doing? I can do that. Let's go. And now you're just like, okay, man. Like I'm
okay.
yeah. I
You
just
go
need
have fun.
I need to be whole, man. All right, my shit needs to be all right at the end of the day. I can't be coming home with a busted kneecap and some fucking dude. When you get hit by bowls and shit and fucking no, man.
That reminds me of a story. When I was a kid, so I have a couple great stories about my brother, and I'd love to share them all with you
Please,
one day. But
please.
here is just a little golden nugget of how great of an older brother my brother truly was. So we had this girl. Her name was Shelby. She lived down the street. She was the girl with a trampoline on the block.
Yeah, everybody knows. Everyone knows.
Because my brother actually had neck surgery when he was in elementary school. And our parents, as soon as he got that, got rid of the trampoline. So we had to outsource for trampolines.
Yeah.
We had to go down the street. So we were outsourcing, and we went over to Shelby's house, and she was always pretty cool about us coming and jumping on the trampoline. And me and Brennick, is my brother's name, were bouncing on the trampoline at the same time. He would go down, I would go up, vice versa, right? And I don't know what my brother was thinking, if he was trying to somehow impress Shelby, or if he was just trying to absolutely fucking torture me. But we're bouncing, we're having fun. And my brother goes, "Hey, Shelby, watch this," And I'm just like, I'm kind of excited too, I'm like, what's he about to do? Like, this seems fun, And I'm bouncing up as high as I can, and he's bouncing up as high as he can. And I get launched into the air, and Brennick's at the ground, and I'm falling towards the ground. But now Brennick's bouncing up, and he full swing kicks me in the nuts so hard that I swear I didn't even touch the fucking ground.
God.
And that was the worst burn. I've sacked a lot of handrails, Me and my friends always make a joke that I can sack a handrail first try. Every try, But that was the worst burning fucking sensation I've ever experienced in my whole entire life.
And how old were you at this point?
I can't even remember.
Just
I was
small
probably
kid.
like 8 or 9 years old, at that point.
Dude, he
my
hit
brother
you
was
with
probably
that
like 10 or 11.
He hit you with that Mortal Kombat fucking finisher move, dude. That bounce up with the foot, because you get the velocity going up.
Down,
yeah.
too.
Oh,
like,
dude.
It was
It
was perfect timing.
He's
but
fucking visionary, dude.
he's visionary.
Like,
Absolutely
Jesus.
decimated my shit, bro.
God.
Yeah, shout out to Brennick though. Love you, Brennick.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
He's gave me a lot of good stories to tell.
So I gotta apologize, guys. This is probably the worst thing I've ever drank in my life.
You don't like this?
I don't like it that much. I mean,
I'm not mad at it.
I like that it has 0 carbs.
It tastes like water.
But like, it basically is water flavored beer, I guess.
It tastes better than beer. If you were by the pool,
It's like at first when you had the can here, I was like, "Oh, you got Red Bull."
Yeah, that's what it looks like a Red Bull. Yeah,
It's like-
the top of it does look like a
We're
Red
gonna just
Bull.
be smacking Red Bull. I was like, "Where are we mixing the Red Bull?"
this is like what the alcoholics drink when they're losing weight. It's just like, it's like, yo, no, man, it's okay. I was getting the beer belly, but I've been doing sit-ups. I got my Bud Light next. Dude, we're good, man. I can still party.
Bud Light. What's your guys' go-to drink when you drink? That okay? Well, of
Okay,
course,
so if I'm drinking at home, dude, now I swear to God, my buddy Jake, shout out to Jake. That's who we're gonna shout out. He hit up the local. It was like JB's Grocer or something. It's over on Rowan. They got everything in there, right? And he had this special ordered, and they ordered probably 8, 10 6-packs, and we went in. We just bought them out, dude. Gone. All that beer is gone. This is the last 2.
Damn.
So that I can
and you
literally
saved one for me,
Yes.
dude. I appreciate you. Thank
Yes.
you. That's a beautiful thing.
You had to try it, man.
I did, and it was fucking immaculate.
So that I'll drink that at home, and if I'm going out, I'm probably just gonna, usually I can't even really think. I'll just be like, give me an old fashioned. If I'm at like a bar,
I do a whiskey sour.
Oh, a whiskey sour. I like something
whiskey
stiff. I'll do like a Jameson on the rocks, light rocks,
Really?
very light rocks, and just sip kind of with a dirty face, like.
I just go pretty mellow, dude. I just do like a Corona with lime,
Oh, you can't beat a
Can't
Corona.
beat that.
No,
It's
you
so
really
good.
can't.
Or a whiskey sour.
What do you think about like a blue moon with an orange?
My only memories of Blue Moon, I haven't really tried Blue Moon as an adult. I think Blue Moon was probably like that kind of beer that my dad was drinking, and I was just like, let me try it. Sip of that.
Because I feel like there's just not a lot of beers that are like paired with stuff. Like, here, put a lime in this. You know, usually it's just you just crack it open, take a drink.
I've been doing whenever I go hang out with Jody at his house, his dad will always break out like the beer salt and like just like salt the beer can, you know? And I'm just like, I've been getting down on that sometimes.
So what's up with that? What's that? Beer, salt
like-
the can.
it's
This is
like-
just normal beer. What kind of beer is this?
Just like a little Ranier, you know? A little Rainier.
Really? And then you fucking
Or
you
some
salt
Coors
it.
Light or like whatever you got.
And so how do you? Is this
As long as
special
it's
beer
cold.
salt, or is this?
It's like lime or lemon flavored salt, and you're just like topping that on top, and then you know you're taking that sip, taking maybe a tiny little lick, and then fucking.
I love
chilling,
that
you know?
because I love a Corona with the lime with the salt. Hits every time.
shit
That's
does
my
it.
shit. And some people are just like, oh, I don't salt. So do the little salt. I'm like, oh, that little salt with the lime.
Is there any
slaps.
alcohol you guys avoid at all costs?
Jose Cuervo.
Jose Cuervo,
Yeah.
very nice.
Mine is Jaeger.
Jaeger?
Like,
Can't
Jaeger.
do it?
I did it, and then I had a bad experience. I like it was actually the weekend I proposed to my wife. Like, so this is over 18 years ago, and I just got super drunk after I proposed to her that night, and we were camping, and I just like drank too much Jaeger, and at the end of the night I'm like praying to God next to the fire, and I'm just like, whatever, God, just let me get through this, and I'll never drink Jaeger again. That was like no joke. Like, it's,
So if you smell
you
it,
never
is
did.
what's that?
And you never did.
Never did. No,
Never did.
I've probably had it a couple times. It's one of those things that comes out, but like
Yeah.
Jaeger bombs were like, when I was turned 21, this was before I turned 21, like Jaeger bombs were just something I never really cared about.
I'll be honest. I really, you know, this may be an unpopular opinion. I don't know. I guess it depends who you are. But if I like something that like it happens and you have to drink the whole thing right there. I like being on the spot and like getting it down because then you kind of feel like, damn, dude, I'm fucked up. Like, you kind of sip on a beer, you're kind of feeling whatever. When you have to smash a double Irish trash can or something, and you're like, or whatever the fuck, whatever the fuck they drop. And I don't even know if that's probably a different one, but
You guys ever taken a shot or anything in your life and then gotten the situation? Okay, so I have this thing, right? So I'm very weary about going out and drinking with my friends and them offering me shots because every time I'm just not built for shots. I'm more of a
Yeah.
sipper, you know?
yeah,
I'm not a
I can
fucking
totally-
like hold. And here's the thing: when you're growing up and you're underage drinking, you know,
yeah.
you got your little. Not that I condone that, and not that I did that.
Okay.
But you know,
But
when
hypothetically.
you're a kid and you're experimenting, you know, you got your tiny little shot glasses and you're like pounding that shit back, and you think it's crazy, right? And then you go to a bar and they give you a bar shot, and then it's like, oh shit, like that's quite a bit of liquid, you know?
Yeah,
like
that's
I don't
a
know
lot
if
of
I could
liquid,
fucking
bro.
do that in one go. And when I do try and do it in one go, I have a swallowing problem. I think it stems from I have choked before. Like actual,
like choked on
full blown Heimlich maneuver. You know, it's a whole another story. Maybe we can get into that later. But I have a thing that's whenever I'm drinking something, I'll fucking like choke on that shit, and I'm like,
Is it like a
I'll literally lose my breath. Like I can't fucking breathe. And I've been in bars before and like fucking somebody will order me like a fucking pickleback or something, and I'll fucking try and take that shit. And I literally have to like separate myself and like try and convince people I'm not dying because I'm just like, I literally can't even catch my breath. Like I'm just not built for that shit. So it's
Yeah,
like
you're
if
like, dude,
people are
this-
like coming up, like here's a funny story. I'll kind of fucking air myself out on this. On my 21st birthday, right? I'd go out and a bunch of people are showing up that I did not think would show up. Like I have like my little core group of friends and I expected them to be there. But there was like random people. I'm not going to call them random because they are my friends, but like we don't like hang out. You know what I mean? And they're showing up and they're like, oh, Nathan, here's a shot. Like all these shots are coming from all these different places, right?
dude,
And I'm
it's
just like
bad.
trying to manage them. I'm just like, okay, set them here, you know? And Brian, my good friend Brian, I love you, Brian. He got me my first alcoholic beverage ever, right? And I didn't know what to get. And he was just like, I'm going to get you a Long Island iced tea, right? Little did I
Solid.
know, I hate tequila. That's mine. Anything tequila, I can't do.
Yeah.
That's my alcohol I don't touch.
Jose Cuervo.
Exactly. And little did I know, there's tequila in a Long Island iced tea. So I just thought I was getting a dope ass iced tea, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sipping it and I'm like, I know that taste right there, buddy. But I was like, you know what? Can't turn it down because it came from Brian. So
And
I'm
it's
gonna take
here.
it, you know,
Yeah.
it's here. So I'm sipping that and everybody's showing up. Shots, 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 right? And like the first two people, I'm like doing it, right? Because I'm like, thank you for being here, you know? But then this fleet of motherfuckers and all these shots are coming in and I'm just like,
Bro, you gotta bring
I
me
have
something
them all
else.
laid out and I'm just like pouring them into my fucking Long Island iced tea. I'm making a Long Island concoction, right? And I'm just pounding that. By the first spot, I was already fucking white girl wasted. And yeah, dude, like,
So how did
getting
this
crazy.
night conclude? I really want to know
how did the night conclude?
how does this progress
Ah,
forward?
dude.
Like when
So I was explaining to you earlier that I didn't know if I had your number because I got a new phone.
Oh yeah.
So on my old phone, I didn't back up any of my shit to the cloud, right? So like all my existing memories that were on that phone died, right then and there, RIP. And there was one that was living on there that was from that night. And it was me filming myself in the car. And I'm getting so hyped and I'm so fucked up. I'm like, hey, what's up, everybody? I just want you to know, get fucked up, get smoke weed.
So
It's just the ultimate fucking video. I hope if I've sent that to anybody out there and you can locate it, send me that shit. I need it
man.
in my fucking
I know
life.
that could be saved in someone's Snapchat story right now.
My
Like in their
friend Jotty
chat.
has the fucking greatest Snapchats, like memories of all time, of just like all our memories throughout the years. And I told him, I was like, Jotty, when I die, you gotta fucking drop all that
All right. Well,
shit.
next time you come on, you got to bring them on with you,
Dude, I'll
that
bring
way we
Jotty for sure. He'd
Yeah,
be
dude,
down.
that would be so fun, man. Because I'd love to hear some of your guys' stories. You guys are like longtime friends.
I've known Jotty since I was like 13, and like we got close once space programs started coming around, but like Jotty's just my fucking guy, dude. He's just
Love it.
like my right hand fucking man. Like I always have the best times with him. He's a fucking amazing, phenomenal skateboarder, best kickflip on planet Earth. Fucking don't even fucking try and argue with me about it.
Really.
He's fucking got an immaculate kickflip, dude. Best flick in the Pacific Northwest.
And all this stuff
hands
is on YouTube, right? Like you can check all these guys out
Yeah.
on YouTube. I think that's like one thing that, you know, like if anybody's watching this podcast and you want to check out Nathan, you want to check out, you know, some of these other guys, like it's all there.
Yeah.
Like you can find it. Like we just watched fucking your homie as a 3-year-old child. That's the beauty of what a technology we got right now. Like
Definitely.
all the generations to come are just going to have, you know, all the memories are going to be documented, which is kind of good and bad.
Definitely.
'Cause you're-
Definitely good and bad.
When I was a kid, my mom would be like, "Oh, here we're gonna take out the picture book, right? We're gonna take out the
scrapbook.
the scrapbook. Yeah, we're gonna take out the photo album." And now it's like, here, look at what this motherfucker was doing when he was 2. Look at it's like, bro, don't fucking.
I like the photo album though, because like one thing I will say is the only person that I know that really does this is my friend Brian, but like his iCloud goes so far back, you know, that you
Really?
can like really see like he's a bit older than us. Brian's like 46, but like you can see like a little chapter of his life, you know, and that's
God,
all
that's-
caught on his phone.
That's so dope.
But like one thing I love about an actual scrapbook or a yearbook or something like that, it's like it's tangible. You know what I mean? It's in your hand. It's not going anywhere unless it's on fire. You know what I mean? Like
True.
unless there's a fire or a flood, like that shit's not really going anywhere.
No.
Like it's always gonna be there. And I really appreciate that shit. I really honestly wish I had more photos printed out and
Me
stuff
too.
like that so I could just appreciate that shit.
Just
Like,
more memories, like things that you did when you were a kid, like just think like moments that you had. Like I've always had this fantasy of being, you know, have you ever seen Black Mirror?
of course.
Yeah. So like I've always had just like, you know, some kind of Black Mirror type fantasy where I can, like just like rewind back in time to any time I want to go to in my life, and like kind of just like in a third person kind of watch the situation and just be like, damn, that was crazy. What the fuck? Like, what were you, and like just see the good times and the bad times, like all the time, like be able to go back to any time when you were 10, 12, 5, 8, 7, 2, 15. You know what I mean? Like you could go anywhere. Like I just like DVR your life. I just think that would be sick.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I've always kind of had that thought, but
I think if we
you
could
can kind of do that now with
this is a very random thought, but it's kind of similar to what you were saying. I think if we could record our dreams,
that would be
the
fucking
movie
epic.
industry
Would have ideas galore. Dude, I'm telling you, I had a dream.
Would be all sorts of fucked
I
up.
had a dream that me and my girl, we were just flying around the city on one single piece of notebook paper. you just held a piece of notebook paper and you could just fly the fuck around anywhere you want. You just jump off of, like you jump on off a building. Well, make sure you got your white piece of notebook paper, and you're good to go. And we were just flying around everywhere. No sense. It didn't make any sense. I love it. But man, that was so fun. And I don't know if you could turn that into a movie, but,
But like, yeah, dude.
that might get you thinking about
Piece it together. That might be an element to the movie.
To a
You know
new-
what
yeah,
I mean?
exactly.
That might be a means of travel.
because I know we've all had these crazy dreams, dude. I got like a dream that I still have an outline of and kind of a basic remembrance of that was like a nightmare when I was like 10 years old or like 12 years
Yeah, I
old.
mean, it's still like ingrained in your mind. It was
And I
that
can still
impactful.
think about it. Yeah, I can still think about like some of the aspects of that dream. It's crazy how some things in your memory are like still accessible and then some things are just gone.
Yes,
You couldn't remember it if you tried.
definitely. One of my biggest fears growing up was, Goosebumps, right? So
Big fan.
Night of the Living Dummy. Right?
Oh, yes.
Slappy.
Yep.
Okay. When I was a kid, I was so afraid of Slappy that my brother and my sister couldn't even speak his name. I would literally be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, I'd be like, I'm terrified right now. Like, if they even spoke about him. So, like, a lot of my reoccurring dreams, I don't have a whole lot of reoccurring dreams. And I wish I did.
Well, reoccurring. I mean,
But the only reoccurring dreams that I ever really had as a kid would be that Slappy or some other marionette figure would be coming at me, and I'd be trying to like fight him, but like, when you're fighting in a dream, but you don't have,
you're like,
you can't fuck them up,
that
and it's
sucks.
sad, and they're fucking you up.
And then it's just a fucking dummy,
Exactly.
just
You're like,
slap boxing
Why are
you.
you beating my ass right now? And then as the years evolved, I could eventually fight back the dummy. And I remember I like fucking booted his ass down the fucking stairs.
So
And
you're
I was
saying
it was
that-
finally felt like a victory. And then I stopped having those dreams.
So you saying you were having dreams as a kid
Yeah.
where you couldn't move and this dummy was like
Fucking me up,
bullying
bro.
you, fucking you up,
Yep.
and then like progressed through the years.
Through the years, I would eventually, whenever it would reoccur, I'd get like a little bit better
Dude,
at fighting
that
them
is
back until one day
just they
finally
cut
fucked
off.
them up,
And that was it, dude.
Yeah.
It was like a fear in your mind, and then you kicked him down the fucking stairs, and then it never came back.
Never came back. Never had it again, dude.
Shit.
Yeah.
Maybe that was like something like even like just deeper in your mind that you didn't even realize that you like unlocked
Exactly.
like a new level.
Exactly. Like, I'm not scared of this shit anymore.
Oh man, that's deep.
Come
bro.
at me.
Dude, that is fucking so.
My brother actually sent me a photo the other day that I thought was pretty cute. And he was just like, dude, I was at the arcade. Look what they had in the case.
Oh hell no!
It was just like, it was like,
He just messing with you.
You're like my
It
nightmare.
was just the other day. So, yeah.
Well, shit, dude. I mean, what's
I have
up?
a question for you.
What's up? Yeah.
I have a question for you. 2 questions.
Wow, 2 questions. Okay. Yeah.
1, how did you get into skateboarding?
Dude, so I remember like, I can't remember if it was like, I don't know if I was playing Tony Hawk first. No, I couldn't have been. I was a kid. I was like, probably like 10 years old is when I got into skateboard, 10, 11, 12. And, you know, I really wanted a skateboard, but I really wasn't comfortable on a skateboard, obviously, right? Like never skateboarding before. So I'm trying to skate and like, get comfortable on the board. And then I could get it to where like I was just riding, I was cruising. Right. And then I would just, because I had a friend across the street, and that's what it was. I had a friend across the street, and we were just like, you know, I was always one of those kids that were just like trying to get into some new shit. So I was just like, hey, you know, and it was just like, he was building like ramps and shit. And I was like, oh wow, okay, cool. And he had like the old school skateboard with like no, you know, lip on it. It's just like that flat. Yeah, no nose. And I was learning to cruise on that. And then I ended up getting a skateboard at some point. And I remember I learned how to cruise that, but I was like this is where I was like literally putting it in my garage. There was like a half carpet, half like stone, whatever the fuck, you know, pavement, whatever, stone. And I literally watched Tony Hawk's trick tips 1 and 2, whatever the hell it was. Those were the best. And literally I watched that shit, and it was like, this is how you kickflip. And I was just like, obviously like I was just determined in my mind. I fell in love with skateboarding. I wanted to skateboard so bad because I could cruise around and shit. And that became so fun to just be able to like cruise like on a skateboard comfortably. But I really wanted to be able to do kick flips and tray flips and vario flips and heel flips and shit. And I was just like, and maybe that was because I think a lot of this stemmed, I'm trying to remember, I don't know how the timeline mapped out perfectly in my brain, but I'm pretty sure I was playing Tony Hawk. I don't know when it came out with the age I was and shit, but, and that's where I was learning like tricks. Because I was just like playing this game. I was like, oh, heel flips and shit. And I could be off. I could be wrong, man, because I watched a lot of videos too. Like I said, one that we talked about last time you were on the podcast, it was the Eric Costin with Owen Wilson and shit. It was the right? Like that was just like one that like I fucking was super influential on me and shit. And
Definitely.
Like, so I started off on the carpet trying to kickflip and just learn how to ollie and then starting to skate around. And see, the problem with me being a skater was that like I didn't have the balls to skate. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it came to like, because it came to the point where we're hitting like, you know, I could get like, I think it was 6 stairs was like where I got to. And I was like, all right, I can do, you know, because it was stair sets. That's what like when the people I was skating with, it was like hitting stair sets. Yeah, it was gaps and stair sets. And like I was just like, you know, I was just, man, hitting 3. Okay, I hit 3 when I was like, you know, a kid. I was like, oh man, this little 3 stair, man, what's up?
I got this 4 stair by my house.
4 stair. I got 5 stair, and then I hit this 6 stair, and then I was like, I saw my buddy. He was doing a 7 stair, and he panicked in midair and fucking broke his leg, and I watched that happen. On a 7, yeah.
You can break your leg on a 7?
He broke his leg on a 7. No, because you can just, you know, panic. And it's like I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You can panic. If you panic in midair and you just do some wild shit, you can break anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you guys know about I don't know if he'll be mad if I bring this up or if he'll be like, chill with it. I just saw some crazy shit over there. Anyways. Don't you fucking bring that up. Don't you fucking dare. Okay. Anyways. You just really threw me for a fucking whirl over there. Anyways.
We were going to do that too. And I was like, man, we ain't got no wings.
Nate Akers. Brennan, can you go on to fucking YouTube right
Nate
now?
Akers.
No, you don't type in that. You're going to type in Hall of Meat. That's all you're going to type in. And then I'm going to come by you.
You're going to find that one.
Video right there.
Okay.
Comes up right away.
Hall of Meat, best of 2012. Okay. I'm going to pull that up on the big screen. And just play it. Pause it for a second. This video may be
Oh god, I don't want to. Oh my god, I
inappropriate
hate
for
this. Is
some
like the worst
users.
for me.
It may be. Okay, so pull it up and just pause it for a second here.
Good.
Shout out to Comcast.
Mm.
Okay, so this is Nate Akers. I talked about him briefly beforehand, and this is probably the most horrific fall of all skateboarding. Okay, and this happened right here in beautiful Spokane, Washington.
Really?
This makes me so nervous.
I know. This makes me
should be
nervous.
nervous.
I definitely think I've watched this before.
Let me preface this for a second. This is how a skate part or anything skateboarding builds up. You start with something heat, okay? You build a little bit. You put your weaker stuff in the middle. Towards the end, you build again until you get to the absolute peak, your highest point. You're the best thing. This is a video of all falling. So preface that to that. It's going to start out with some heat, okay? It's going to have some crazy shit. It's all heavy. It's all sucks, okay? You're not going to want to watch any of this. His clip is the last clip of this whole compilation. So just put that in your mind.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna watch it.
You watch the whole thing?
Oh no! Let's. Do you want to start at the end or just?
started like right. Maybe like
Is that
right
it?
there.
Like right here.
Yeah, with maybe like 30 seconds left of the video. This was actually when I was in.
And this is on film?
This is what you're gonna see at the end here. But this was when I was talking about earlier. I went to go see my dad in San Diego. While I was in San Diego, my mom or my sister at the time texted me, "Hey, there's gonna be a birdhouse demo at Hilliard. Tony Hawk's gonna be there. He's gonna bring the whole team." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like I'm here and freaking Tony Hawk is in Spokane right now." Super bummed.
What the hell?
So they all went out street skating, and Nate Akers, shout out to Nate Akers. I really hope you're not bummed that I'm going to show this, but he tried to ollie it, and he got really close. Like that's something that you won't see in these tries, I don't think, but he got really close. And then with skateboarding, you pay to play, and sometimes you pay a little bit more than others. And
and this one was a big payment.
this is the down payment on a house.
Oh my God, guys. I can't even express the anxiety I'm feeling right now.
Okay.
This isn't it right here, right? What I'm.
No, it's the last clip.
last one.
Very last thing you'll see. So like you'll see Fokker got bodied. Oh, just fucking smoked right here.
I've seen that before.
Am I okay? My shit's fucked up. Oh shit. I'm still a human. Oh shit. Dude, they gotta film the aftermath, dude. He's like
And they'll slow-mo it for you too. Folded his shit, bro.
God damn. You pay to play, he said.
Folded his shit. Dude. Fuck. Nate, you're a fucking real one. You're fucking out here putting on for the fucking city. And
Okay, so can we run that back real quick? I just
damn,
want to see it one
that
more
shit
time.
is so
I just want to see it one more time.
heavy.
Because I want to see, you know.
Broke his femur.
Bro,
Hardest bone in the body to break.
hold on. Okay. I know
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, bring it back. Without the border.
No, you should see the slow-mo one.
Okay, because I really want to see the gap. Like that's what I'm really like interested in, looking at the gap.
So it's kind of hard because it's like a uphill landing. So
Did he-
you kind of lose all your speed.
Really?
But there's fucking Nigel Houston right there.
Nigel.
Tommy Hank, Nigel Houston. Did you guys see my fall on my story today?
Yeah, dude, that was brutal. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, get worked. That's one of my worst fears is like the fucking feet.
So he had to go. So he had to go over the.
Yeah, you have to go over the sidewalk, over the like little planter shit on the side.
Try to stand up. Oh man.
Yeah, he tried to stand up.
Oh.
That's probably the most hardcore. That's Jaws right there. That's right behind him. But
Is that on Augusta, the street?
Yeah, that's on Augusta.
Jesus, man.
Well,
Shout
Augusta's
out.
like the
Holy
side
fuck.
street, I think, that goes
Okay.
through it. But like, yeah, that's what we call it, is Augusta, and that's the most notorious gap in Spokane, partially because of this.
What was
but
this man's name again?
Nate Akers.
Nate Akers.
Nate Akers.
Thank you, Nate.
Thank you, Nate,
Wow.
for all you do. Shout out to you.
Dude.
But yeah, that's like
That was an
probably
epic gap, dude.
the most notorious Spokane skate clip, I'd say.
And nobody's ollied it because it's just such a monster to...
I've seen people try and ollie it. I've seen my friend Jody try and ollie it. I've watched videos of my friend Elijah trying to ollie it. And they're two very phenomenal skateboarders. And I think both of them could do it easily. Mm-hmm. I think it was more of just like a timing kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Maybe at that point, you really got to work for it is the thing. And one thing with when you jump down something big enough that some people don't understand if they don't skateboard is a thing called the float factor. Mm-hmm. Okay. You jump down a 6 stair, right? The ground's right there. You can see the ground. Mm-hmm. You're going to end up there pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You start getting above, I want to say 12 stairs is when the float factor comes in. And that's when like you're in the air and it feels like you're in the air for seconds. And you're just like, when's the ground coming? You know?
Dude.
And then you eventually hit it and you're just, it feels like you've been in the air for a minute. And you're just like, when's it coming? And you know that feeling of when you go like cliff jumping or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like you jump off and then you get all that speed in the fucking air. And then eventually when you hit the water, it's like, whew, okay, like it's over. It's like that, but like concrete is what you're headed towards.
Jesus
you know what I mean? So it's like.
And your
There's
board can
definitely
break. And that's
some
the
float
thing,
factor.
too. Is like he was floating and then the board broke, which is just one of those things that you just hope doesn't happen, but there's not really much you can do about it
Not
except
much
for
you can do
have a
about it.
good quality board and just hope,
Yeah, that shit's
pray to the skate
Shit's
gods.
scary.
Well, dude, you know what? I thank God for cameras and the footage here to bless us with just the attempts of that monster gap right there. That's still like, I love it when there's like something legendary, and that's what that gap
It is legendary though. Like that's Spokane straight up legendary.
like nobody's done it.
So I
like
think that's the fall that I talked about last time where I hit my head so hard I like ketchup. So if like I wish you could really hear it. 'Cause it literally sounds like a tennis ball getting hit by a racket, like when my head hits the ground.
Is there no sound on this, or is it
There's
just
like music over it,
Oh,
so like
okay.
you can't really hear it that well. I'm sure Sebastian somewhere has the raw clip of it, but like
damn.
it literally sounds like a tennis ball getting hit by a fucking tennis racket.
Just
Last time I came, that was right before the New York video dropped, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That stuff's all from that trip. Especially that one.
Yeah, we hit that one, that bottom right.
This one?
Yeah. NYC. We had the
Tray flip dark slide.
dude. This is the type of shit that you talk about. Like people just don't do this shit. What the fuck? This is insane to me. Like when I don't see skaters do shit like this. What the fuck, dude?
That was a battle.
Oh.
We went there the night before, and it was getting dark, and I was trying it, and I got really close, like probably legitimately like 5 tries in, I almost rolled away. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be easy, you know. You always think it's going to be easy. And it's not. I swear, everything I've ever tried on my skateboard is the hardest trick that I've ever tried in my life, even if in relativity it's not, you know?
Yeah, because it's that
But
hardest
for
thing at that moment.
some reason, yeah, it just always feels like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And went there the night before, and I almost got it. But I was like, I also push myself to the point of exhaustion in battles, you know? Like, I said this the other day when I was at the skate park, and it's like, I am more stubborn than I am talented. I'm not knocking the fact that I am talented. I'm just more stubborn then I am.
But that makes you better and better. That's
You
the
know what I
thing
mean?
too, is that you just won't quit and you just keep going.
And I will not quit until literally my body tells me I can't do it anymore.
Right
And
there. Look at unbelievable, dude. I'm not even joking. That's fucking unbelievable. When I look at that shit, it's just.
And the next day, Sebastian came up to me that night and was like, "Yo, Nathan, I can tell you're tired, and I can tell like maybe it's not gonna work out tonight." He's like, "Do the trick justice." He's like, "You're doing an NBD on a fucking like one of the most famous New York spots of all time. Like, let's come back tomorrow during the day, and let's freaking get it legit." And I was like, "You know what? I think I'll just, wave the white flag for tonight and I'll fucking go back and I'll do it tomorrow." So we show up the next day and you see these like news trucks and shit like that. That's all for like Law and Order or like some fucking
Like show or
some
something?
show, right? They have like the whole movie set. Like you see this like crane and shit back here. Like they had like all the fucking cameras ready. And we show up, this guy that's sitting on the fountain there, I show up and I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" And he's like, "Oh, we're filming for like Law and Order or some shit." I don't remember what he said. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "But we're on lunch break right now." And I was like, "Oh, do you care if we skate?" And he was just like, "I don't care myself, but as soon as we start filming, you guys got to go because like this is where we're filming. So you probably got 45 minutes or an hour." And I was just like, ooh, I'm not a person that's like can go somewhere and land something within a few tries. Everything is a battle, and I'm sorry about it, So it's like, ooh, I got to try and see if I could fit that battle in 45 minutes to an hour. And I somehow did it, but.
And so that's what you did. You just fucking went in there and just were like, "Let me get to work."
Let me just get to work.
How many tries would you say it took you to do
To
this
land
trick?
this that day?
That day, yeah.
Over 100 for sure.
So this dude saw you try this 100 times. He was sitting there on his lunch break.
I
chilling.
was screaming at the top of my lungs. Sometimes I'm a little fucking diva. But let me tell you, the one thing that's nice about New York is it's probably the only city in the United States of America that you can scream at the top of your lungs and people don't look at you like you're a crazy person.
They're just like,
They're just like, "Oh, whatever."
it's a guy doing some stuff.
Some New York shit,
Yes.
So I was out there fucking screaming at the fucking top of my lungs, so frustrated, so exhausted. I'm the sweatiest guy ever on fucking planet Earth. And my fucking nipples are chafing in my fucking wife beater, and I'm sweaty and I'm fucking
You're
tired.
fucking done.
And the shade was slowly getting closer and closer to me. And I was like, "Oh, I bet I'll land it when the shade gets to me." The shade never got to me.
And they obviously never kicked you out either, because like,
No, it's
you
just like in the middle of like the fucking, it's like I don't want to say a park, but like, it's just like a fountain, Like there's no like real security and shit.
Is it
beautiful.
Is that a place in New York that is like meant to be skateboarded on now, or is it encouraged?
I would say with how famous it is, I mean, like people probably figure that we're gonna skate. I mean, if you look at that thing, you're like, "Come on, what? You're gonna tell me not to skateboard on this? Look at this." What? This thing is fucking built different.
Or I just feel like, and I know like a lot of places would like put like bumps in between, like something to make it unskateable, like
skate
back in like the mid 2000s, but I feel like places become a little bit more accepting to skateboarders, and I feel like New York is probably a place that's probably been like quicker to accepting skateboarders.
I think the bigger cities you go, the more understanding they are of skateboarding. Like out here in Spokane, you go skate a spot, people feel like they need to just be a fucking superhero and shut down the session, But like when you go out
What's
to
up with
like
that,
a New
dude?
York or a
Fuckers.
Seattle or a Philadelphia, Atlanta, these kinds of places, they just have like a better understanding for it. A lot of the times when I think the first time I ever went to New York, we only got kicked out of one spot, and the cops showed up and they were like, "Hey guys, like I really hate to do this because I know you guys are just trying to have fun, but like people called and they said you were like fucking around on their stoops, and like if they make the call, that means I gotta show up. So, you know, I'm just telling you guys that you gotta fucking leave. And I was just like, damn, okay, like it's whatever. But it's like, yeah, the bigger cities you go, like the more chill they are with skateboarding, I think.
Yeah, no, there's just I do feel that same thing around here. People are just they want to be a superhero, just like you said.
They just want to fucking save the goddamn day.
Where it's just like, let people just do when it's not bothering you. Like, look at, man, you over here. Look at this guy. This guy was sitting there on that ledge with that mask on his face, looking at you do that shit 100 times, bro. And he fucking saw you fucking just that one. He didn't even know. He's like, this is gonna be the cleanest one right here. Dude, you see the cameraman fucking in the reflection, dude? This is just like, I could watch this video over and over again. It's just beautiful. I could fall asleep to this.
Does this video go anywhere? Like, I mean, it was in your video, obviously. I mean, in the space program, but like, did it get picked up anywhere else? Like,
I think it was on Transworld for sure.
Dude, Transworld was huge. When I was a kid, that's what we used to read all the time was Transworld, man. I loved it. I ripped the pages out, put them on my wall and shit.
And I actually got on, so there's a online magazine. It's called Quarter Snacks. They're actually, I would view them more of like, there's like different sides to skateboarding. You know, you have like the Thrasher, and that's more of like Hesh core skateboarding, right? And then you have like something like a Barracks, and that's more of like a social media, still like skateboarding, core skateboarding, you know. I mean, it's built up by Eric Costin and Steve Barra, so like you can't really knock that it's core skateboarding, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not the same vibe as like a Thrasher.
No.
But Quarter
love
Snacks,
Barracks,
I would say, is more of like a cool guy, kind of like core skateboarder, like just like for really cool people that skateboard. And they posted it on like fucking top, I don't even remember, maybe like top 20 moments of fucking 2021 or something like that. And I was just like, damn, that's fucking dope.
is this it? Yeah. Well, this is the website.
Yeah, this is Quarter Snacks for sure. It would be posted a fucking hot ass minute ago.
Yeah, no, I was just
yeah,
going
this
to
is Quarter Snacks.
Quarter Snacks. That's cool. I never even heard of that before. Man.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool because more parents, I feel like now, are like more understanding to skateboarding and like get it, you know, like and it's just, like that's what's cool is because it's like the older generations were just like, I don't get it, skateboard. What are you, a fucking hippie? What are you know what I mean?
Hippie?
Yeah, it's just like, dude, what?
Fucking hippie.
Like everything's just a fucking hippie. Like if I'm not, you know, so it was just like, yeah, that was another thing. Like I could never get, like my dad would never understand, like, you know, like why I wanted to skate. So I feel like having a dad or having somebody in your life who's like pushing you, or like I'm dropping you off at the skate park, like that's fucking awesome, dude. Because then look what happens. That you know what I mean? You just become phenomenal at skateboarding because you're just like, this is just what I've found, something that I love to do.
Definitely. One thing I will say is, my favorite moment of the night that I turned pro was actually I'm not going to say it was a snarky comment because I viewed it as a very lighthearted comment from my dad. But one thing I will, little backstory to it is my dad, I love my dad to death. You know, he's my dad. But he was never as supportive in my skateboarding as my mom was. My mom's my biggest supporter of all time, probably. And he didn't really ever get it, you know. But he's always, you know, growing up, he'd always be telling me like, oh, you need to get a job, and like when you're done to school, what are you gonna do? All these things, right? He'd always be hounding me about that. But the night that I turned pro, I'm looking at him, and like my dad was living in Arkansas. My dad moves around all the time. Was living in Lewiston, and then he moved to Arkansas, and now he's moved just back to Post Falls. And I didn't think he was going to be there. Like when they opened up the door, I didn't know what was going on anyways, but I just see like my mom and my dad standing there, and I'm like, whoa, what's up with this, you know? And then I'm looking at my dad, and he's holding the board. I'm looking at him, and he goes, Nathan, about time you got a job. I was just like, the sweetest moment to me. I was just like, you know what, Dad? It is a fucking about time I got a job. And I'm glad I got the right one, you know?
Fucking. That's it. Right here. Happy to be here. That's it. That's it right there. Finding that thing, man. And your dad coming full circle, man. That's fucking beautiful.
Definitely. Yes, it was a beautiful thing.
God. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on the podcast again, dude. This was fucking so much fun, man.
Dude,
and
I had
telling
such
us
a
all the
great
stories
time.
and
I had
shit.
such a great time.
We got so many more stories that I know you got in the bank.
I got quite a few.
And I'll be honest, you know, I gotta rekindle back to that Mortal Kombat finisher. That really that boom. Brother's an innovator, so we really got to shout him out because that's fire.
Shout out Brennick, you're
That's
a
fire,
fucking
man.
innovator, dude.
Yeah, man, you should be putting that into action, man. That's some WWE shit, bro.
Oh my gosh. I almost want to like go back and like. So I go to school for graphic design, and I really like my animation classes and stuff like that. And I would love to. I've talked to Sebastian about it before in the past, but I'd love to like animate some of my stories because like you really can't get the visual. Like I got the visual because I was there, you know.
Yeah.
Like that shit haunts me every day. But, like, you know, like other people
But
really
be able
can't
to put it into
like be able to give people an idea of like what it was like that day and
Yeah, I
what
know,
actually
dude.
happened. I want to go back and take some time and maybe do that one day and like put out like different series of like just the funny stories that me and my siblings would
and
get
being able to
ourselves
like
into.
animate them and have them like real like bring them back to life.
Definitely.
Since those are the moments that you weren't able to actually get on camera, you know what I mean? So then you can recreate them.
There's a couple that happened that I definitely wish somebody had a camera for.
Fucking,
You wouldn't believe them
dude.
unless they were filmed, but
Now listen, this is what happens. I know I'm probably gonna get like a fire story that you're gonna tell me like when the podcast. You'll be like, I can't say this on the podcast, but
I'll tell it. I got one cooking up for you right now that I tell everybody, but like I don't know
throw it on.
if
Let's
the
go.
podcast is ready for it.
Yes.
But I'll tell you. This is like okay. Let me actually ask you a question first.
Okay.
1 second. Okay, do you want to hear a story about me and my brother? Or do you want to hear a story about me, my brother, and my sister?
Well, more the merrier.
Oh, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
Wonderful choice. So let's start this off with my dad. My dad is a large human being. My dad is 6'6", 6'7", 350 pounds. Large fucker. Okay?
Holy shit.
You know, I always thought of my dad as like the white shack. You know, when I was growing up,
shit.
my dad was a very large human being. With very large human beings, you can't just shop at any normal shop. Okay?
No, you can't.
You got to go to a big and tall store.
Oh yeah.
Casual Male XL,
Oh yeah.
which turned into Cinder.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It did. That's right. It did.
You know?
It did. Yeah.
That's where my mom used to work when I was growing up too. So my dad would have the
Dude.
plug. But
Crazy.
so my dad was like, I need to go shopping for some clothes. Let's go to Casual Male XL. And my mom worked at the one that turned into Cinder. But in the Valley, they also had a Casual Male XL. And I guess they had a wider selection or something like that. Mm-hmm. And we had this huge passenger van when I was a kid. It could fit like 12, like 16 people, whatever it was. Ginormous. So we all packed into the passenger van and we headed out to the Valley. And the thing about being a kid with a dad that's so large that has to shop at these places, I know in my soul I'm never going to be this large of a human being. So like looking at these stores is not fun for me. The smallest size shoe they carry is 11, you
Damn.
know, like they carry all the way up to like 6X t-shirts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like large ass human beings.
There's
Like,
nothing there for
I'm
you.
a tiny ass little kid. Like it's not even fun to look around in there. And it's not fun for any of my siblings. So we were out in the parking lot just goofing around. And my brother comes up to me and is like, Nathan, you want to play a game? And I was like, I'm pretty bored, so yeah, let's play a game. What's the game, Brennick? And he's like, so get this. I'm going to hold my hand up like so. And you're going to fucking wind up and give me the best punch you got. And then he's like, and then after that, you're going to hold your hand up and I'm going to give you the best punch I got. And I was like, okay, I'll take your bet. Hold your hand up, Brennick, right? So he's like, okay, I'll hold my hand up. So he holds his hand up. And I fucking crack his ass one time, right? And he's just like, oh, damn, bro. I'm like, shit, that was pretty decent. You know? So he's like, okay, my turn. And I was like, suit yourself. I hold my hand up, right? And my brother's winding up the biggest fucking haymaker of his life, right? He's about to just absolutely disintegrate my hand, right? So he's winding up. Last second, I go, psych, right? He full-blown swings past my hand. Little did I know, my sister was standing directly behind me. My brother, full-blown haymaker, knocked my sister to the fucking ground.
In the head?
In the face, bro. Caught her jaw. Dropped her.
Oh, my God.
Dropped her ass. Knees woozy, bro. Like, on the fucking ground. Keep in mind, every single person inside of Casual Mail XL saw this altercation. So they're freaking out on the inside. They're just like, some little boy just hit a little girl in the parking lot.
And this kid somehow let him do it? I don't know.
And my parents are like trying to fucking check out. And they're just like,
What?
They're literally in the process of checking out. And this fucking whole ordeal happens. And they're rushing outside. And they're like, are you fucking kidding me, Brennick? You punched fucking Mercy in the face.
This is two boys, one daughter, right?
And then Brennick's
daughter just like,
Brennick's like, it's Nathan's fault. He fucking moved his hand. And I was just like, bro, you made contact, bro. I was like, I'm not the one out here making contact, bro. Just trying to pass it off to him. And my sister had the biggest fat lip for the whole entire night.
And like, try to explain that. Like, if somebody's just like, oh, hey, you know, to her, like, what happened? It's like, you wouldn't believe me if I fucking
You
told
wouldn't
you.
even fucking believe me.
My
if I
brother
told
punched me in the face, you know? And if I try to give you context to that, it would just be a whole thing.
It's not going to work.
God, dude, what a
it's one of my-
fucking wild story,
It's one of my
dude.
favorite stories.
Yeah, well, if they listen to this, they're going to be able to corroborate that story. And fucking,
Oh, I fucking tell that story to pretty much everybody. And
what an epic fucking
I'm
story.
sure they've heard it a million times already. But yeah, you wouldn't believe it unless you were there. But perfect timing, just like
Casual Mail XL, man.
Casual Mail XL. Shout
Nathan
out to
Vitale doing crazy shit around Spokane his whole life. Right there for you, everybody.
Definitely.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming by, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah. Happy to be here. Brennan, thank you, bro.
Thank you guys for being my first actually second full podcast in here in the
Dude,
studio. So
I'm stoked.
Thank you for dealing with like the move-in kind of situation, but this feels really good. I was really
Busting
I
it
like
wide
this
open.
setup a lot, man.
yeah. This won't be the TV will be up here, and there's going to be like a mural here, and then yeah.
So is this going to be like the permanent space?
Oh yeah, this is the permanent space. No more basement. No more.
Nice,
I was.
nice.
We were also in the. You know, if you were watching the video, we were in Fellow in Spokane, and
Yeah.
I'm gone out of there. So now we're.
Look at this.
This is
we're
going to be the
full-time.
new home.
You can
right
see the
here.
pavilion behind you guys. Like,
Dude, I love it. I was looking
like-
at that like the whole time.
oh, I'm sorry, I should have put that there.
I don't work here.
I don't work here. That's sick, dude. That's super
Yeah,
sick.
man. This is
a
gonna be
good
a lot of fun.
space.
We're gonna have some good nights in here, man. And we're definitely gonna bring you back, dude, when the boys are here, so that way we can all just fucking.
Dude, please
just have a
do.
ton of
Like,
fun.
I'd love this shit so much. I just love talking with you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I just love coming out here.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like I almost just don't want it to end, but like, you know,
But it's got
it's
to
got to
end.
come to an end.
Yeah, yeah, we gotta end it.
I feel it.
I appreciate it. You got any final thoughts, Brennan?
Yeah, man.
No, thank you guys. I have something for you to do after this on camera, but I'm gonna make this a sticker table. And I got a space board.
Yo, I'm just happy to be here, breathing this fresh air, living my best life, even when the shit ain't fair, even when the love ain't there. Yo, I'm just happy to be here, smoking some good weed, not thinking what could be. I'm just here in the right now, doing me till it's lights out. Yo, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, cause I know that shit could be worse. So what I spit in these verses gon' make some history first.
Show 'em I'm happy to be here, I'm living my best life.
Yo, you living without fear,
You wonder what that's
like a breath of some fresh air.
Yo, I'm just happy to be here.
And it's just like I fucking seriously like appreciate what you guys do, because like it literally like makes me so happy.
Good, dude. Good. We're gonna change the fucking name to Stoked to Be Here.
Literally just made me like want to fucking cry. I was just like, damn, dude.
Bro, that's a lit fucking name too. Fucking, yo, I'm stoked to be here.
You're a fucking innovator, dude.